It's your boy, Hash Info. Holy, I'm just watching a YouTuber, Steven Crowder. The government is scarier. I hate when this phone does that. I hate when the game does that to me. Watching a guy on YouTube, Steven Crowder. The government is scarier than COVID, louder with Crowder. And he makes some really good points. Another fellow guest on his show says that we uses an analogy that you don't chuck a frog in boiling water. You turn the heat up slowly, and he'll sit in there and boil himself to death. So, that analogy, we're going to use this for years to come. And we're going to really dissect this that analogy and what it means psychologically. What is it getting at? What is the facts and the breakdown to a psychologist? We're going to look at what that term means. Turning the heat up slowly while the frog slowly boils to death. Okay? Hope you enjoy the show. We're here to bang out a victory. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. Or is it? Let's go. Hashman can, baby. Just chewing on a zaw right now, y'all. How y'all doing? Close to a 20-hour tolerance break. Let's get it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start. Time for the mission. Get ready. We can land here. 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 We can land here.
All right. How you doing? We always go to the edge of the map, eh? The one thing that makes me a serious boss, and most of you just not, is that I don't mind starting the game behind everyone else. I find it a little more relaxing, usually, to start over here. Sometimes I get chased with guns, and I'm sitting here with a butter knife, running for my life, with gorgeous sweatpants on.
First blood.
Just haven't found what I'm looking for. Level 1 body armor, like, whoa, bud. You may as well be wearing a t-shirt. 1762 round blows a level 1 body armor right off. I'm gonna take that sniper. I actually don't mind an RPD as a sniper, but because I just put it on single fire. Oh shit! Enemy! Fuck! Enemy! Pulling it off the truck. Oh, he's inside the building. Fuck! He's got guns then. There you son of a bitch.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Headshots right to the face. He shot the staircase.
Enemy down.
That's awesome. He shot the staircase instead of me. Oh, where did he shoot actually? Where's his bullet holes? I want his team to come over here. I want to take them all out.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Holy shit, this guy's got everything. He's got herpes. This guy had everything but herpes.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Holy shit, that dude is running in and out of buildings.
I've been hit! Using bandages now.
The way he shot at me. Fucking little prick. Come on around this corner in the room. Come here, I'm gonna beam you. Come on. I fucking nailed myself. Holy shit, does he have another body? There's 2 more guys in this guy's squad. I have seconds to grab some some health. Okay.
Use an adrenaline shot
Fuck,
now.
once I get this health in me, I gotta find out if this guy has any armor left. And I gotta listen closely for footsteps.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
I gotta reload here. Check we got body armor, level 4, ammo, holographic sight, ASM 10. Fuck. I'm gonna go with M4. I love the M4. I do like. I wish I could carry more than 2 guns. Like, I want a sniper and 2 assaults. I'm definitely waiting here. I'm gonna take this whole squad out. I'm gonna take out a whole squad myself. They'll go grab a vehicle and they'll run and try and come get their buddies. I'll just watch here from... Oh, there they are, right there. There's Dickhead. Look at Dickhead.
Engaging the enemy.
Yeah, that was a sick shot. There's one more of them.
Airdrop has been delivered.
The
And his
airdrop is
last
coming.
buddy. Oh, the blue zone's coming, so none of these guys get revived. There's a guy in a squad. I use that too. In this game, you have to take out the guy before you use the Padroni. That sucks. Because I know there's a fourth guy. But now Padroni's useless. Do I wait, though? I got a quad. But do I wait? Like that one guy that comes back and fights the zone, he could bring back all that I just did, right? I don't know. I think I take off.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute. Using bandages now. Airdrop been delivered.
Holy shit, I don't have any medicine.
Using bandages now.
Where did my med kit go? Oh my god, I got a long journey here.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Run it in. It's gonna be tight too. Unless I can pick something up here on this side.
Using bandages now.
Give me one. Oh my god, the zone's gonna close again.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
9 seconds till the zone closes again. I have to run past the zone and not stop. I can't get into any... Holy shit, I only have 39 health. Not only that...
The safe zone is collapsing.
Shit.
I need 762.
It sounds like you said, I need 6 too.
Using bandages now.
That is awesome. My team has a
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
My team is a humorous bunch.
Using first aid kit now.
Using.
I need 762.
I need 6.
Engaging the enemy.
2, bud.
Close in.
Where?
Cover me.
Right out in front?
Reloading. Cover me.
Just tell me where they are.
Enemy spotted.
Oh fuck, I was right too. There is seriously a guy right there.
Half of the teams are eliminated.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Where?
Reloading. Cover me.
Where the fuck is this guy shooting me from? I'm popping smoke. Oh shit, the whole fucking... Run this way, bud. Heal yourself and keep running.
Revived flight will arrive in 1 minute. Using bandages now.
We don't have much time. We gotta hurry. Those two bitches ain't separating, so I'm gonna come and I'm gonna scare the fuck out of them from
Teammate has been
behind.
killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Come on, you fucks. Where are you? I see one. I got one.
Engaging the
Fucking push me.
enemy eliminated.
Smoke me in the back from high ground, but you won't take me on. There's a second downer. See ya, bitch. 2 down.
Using first aid kit now.
Healing. I'm running for combat medic here. I'm gonna go get this. There's another one? Where are these guys? I'll get him. I can't pinpoint him. There he is. I got him. He's down. I got him. I got you, Purple. Purple, run to me.
Close in. Engaging the enemies. Enemy eliminated. Need backup. Reading.
Purple, do you need a health pack? I have a health pack if you need.
Using adrenaline shot now. The safe zone is collapsing. The airdrop is coming. First aid kit now. Teammate will return to the battle when the next revive flight arrives.
Yeah, homies.
Fuel ship ready for upgrade. The revive flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Here, there's an adrenaline.
Reloaded. New box here. Down to the last teams. Close it.
I want to take their sniper out before he gets a little too cocky. Yeah, here he is. I found him.
Enemy is near.
Popping smoke. Running this way. We got a target. Let's light him up, boys. You fuckers better be rolling in on my icon. I need heavy. Oh shit, I'm on heavy fire. Heavy fucking fire, boys. Let's go.
Your teammate is on the revive flight. Enemy is near.
That's right. Fire on the champ. You won't touch me. My team will smoke you, bud. Let's catwalk, homie.
The last revive flight will arrive in 1 minute. Your teammate has been killed.
I got you, Holmes. What was that bang? can't believe this guy is
The
not.
safe zone is
He
collapsing.
doesn't feel those guys.
We have a winner.
The team that took our 3-2 they weren't better. My team got separated and had to drop back in. One or two of them, for sure one guy. I kind of fucked up there. I could have taken out a few with my gun. I thought for sure my team could hold down something while I was getting fired on by 2 other people, but no. It's unfortunate. MVP goes to Hashi. I'll take it. And unfortunately, Arturo... I don't know, I'm not digging the teammates I got stuck with there. 6,633. We're 93.2% better than everyone else in the world. Let's get that to 95% today, okay? It is possible for the Hashman to get it done. No, I'm not teaming up with anybody from this game. I didn't play that hard. You didn't play hard enough. You didn't stick by the Hashman. You saw I was doing some serious owning. I never got backed up once. I'm not liking that. Took out 2 squads myself. Again, not liking that. I like a little bit of support. It's important. It's great to be awesome at shit, but when everyone else just expects you to get it done all the time, fuck that. Ooh,
You are the new jump leader. Good luck.
I'm the new jump leader.
Let's do this. Very slim pickings from the hash. That's not good. It takes a lot of energy from me to make the hash. I don't know what it is about it too. Oh, made so many batches. I hate to say I've lost the luster. I will continue to do it. I like to do it when it's... I don't know what the term is.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start.
Enemy vehicle is nearly done for.
Time for the mission. Get ready.
So I like to let my team know that I am with them. We're going to go to practice range. There's a bunch of good vehicles there. 3 choppers usually. So no shortage of kick-ass choppas. I'm actually on Instagram. I'm Instagram friends with a few helicopter pilots. And a couple are vegan. So I watch their channels more, and some are going vegan. I can see some pulling away from the meat industry entirely just over the last few months. So it's interesting. They heart some of my posts, and we as a community are really helping the planet. We're not just here to help human beings. We're here to help living beings.
First blood.
We're very selfish, only worrying about humans all the time. Well, we make animals suffer. So let's stop being so selfish, recognize how we were, or how they were, how we never wanted or will be. And now that we see through the veil and see how they act and how they treat them, let's take away their profiting ability off such an evil corporation as the meat industry. All right? So we've given ourselves the worst start possible. We've, as you all know, if you've been watching the show, we go till the plane drops us off. We fly out to the out of bounds boundaries, And I always get a kick out of who hunts me. Oh shit! But we should try and grab something because I hate getting hunted. Like, I hate running for my life. It is super cool to make it away, but it sucks when they nail you and you're like the 95th person down. Well, at least if I get a weapon and if I can grab an old potato sack or something that looks like body armor here, we have a bit of a fighting chance against some of these people that pay to play the game. Until I can go collect some good stuff and somewhat stay on their level or get to their level of hardware they've acquired, or rather not acquired. I'm acquiring. They start with the body armor and things. So we got a level 2 instead of a level 1. That's better. I don't see any red footprints. Please, if you ever see red footprints on the screen, type something in the chat box and say enemy coming, or you can just type footprint or red dot hash. If you type red dot really fast, I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
No RV there.
And if I don't, then that sucks because I'm probably going to get smoked because I'm reading the chat instead of looking at my radar.
Flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Oh, you better fucking believe me, son, dude. Look at him running. Look at him fucking running for the gas can. Pulled you off the charger, buddy. Fuck now, Holmes. So this guy took...
Engaging the enemies. Engaging that.
Ship terminal is almost ready.
Enemy down.
No backup here. They have a...
Enemy eliminated.
I have to take this. I have some blood in my hand, too. I gotta use this heal.
Fuck!
And I knew I was gonna get hit. Now, my team can't
safe
pick
zone
me
is
up. I had to
collapsing.
put that bud down in my hand. It was fucking up everything. Oh, shit, properly. My team's not that far from me.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Close in.
Don't give up. You can still return to the battle.
We'll see what happens. Yep, this BM strain is garbage. Ow, shitty. You don't like it, Dusty?
Reloading. Cover me.
What was it called again, Dusty, the BM? What is it referring to? What does BM stand for, homie? Fuck, I keep seeing BM in people's things. Blueberry, I don't know what it stands for. Where's that from? Is that from Cali? Not like, is it from California? Or did you just, was it something you already had? I can't remember. Blue Magic. So that's from Donk there? Is that from Soldier Donk?
Let's go.
No, that's a that's a Colorado. Oh, is it? So Dusty, what I'm thinking is, bro, is that's an outdoor strain. Serious. It needs more sun, homie. Because there really is none that are bunk. In my opinion.
Your teammate has scanned your dog tags.
Just hear me
Wait
out
for
for a
the
minute.
revive flight.
Some of the
Don't
varieties.
return to the
Fuck
battle.
this second sound on this game. Some of the varieties that we come across, we don't give them enough light. It's not that we have shitty lights in our rooms. It's just not enough for it to turn really good. Maybe I'll try next year. Yeah, for sure, homie. And then you'll know. If you didn't have a good result outdoors, then you know why. Because of what you said earlier. But until you try it as an outdoor variety, can't really call it bunk yet. You'd be surprised how much you're gonna love that variety next year as an Audi. Now, are you saying it because no effect? Not too resinous? Lack of trichomes? Lack of smell? Lack of flavor? Undesirable flavor? Undesirable smell? What are the reasons behind what you said? Because you're not one to hate on cannabis varieties. I know that for a fact. I hope I chopped the clone down because it did the same thing. Chopped the clone down because it did the same thing. What is it doing? Is it herming or is it fucking foxtailing? What thing is it doing, bro? Oh yeah, it's more oily, musky with tones of berries. Fuck, that sounds awesome, homie. The oily part means it's probably good for edibles. But we'll talk about that. Me and you will talk more about that privately. But no, you keep going. But as far as like, no. Well, there's certain things I just don't want to get into because it's too sacred a knowledge. Like there's people out there that are thumbs down in this show. They ain't getting fucking credible info, yo. You can sit there and grow your bunk ass fuckers, eh? You gotta be a fucking Patreoni and a mail timer to get the good infos, right? Right, Dust?
Using bandages now.
Jesus, fuck, we couldn't even get a... I was trying to see my
The
battery.
revived flight will
Dusty
arrive in 1
says,
minute.
my day of no power, no cooling probably didn't help. This probably likes the mountains. No, for sure. Well, what kind of leaf is it?
Using bandages
You want to
now.
take a couple pictures of the leaves for me, bro? If you could, please. Just a leaf picture. Take a couple leaves, put them on a piece of white paper, and let me look at how serrated or how rounded the edges are. I hucked it in the garbage because it was only week 2. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. I understand completely.
Using first aid kit now.
You're that discouraged with it, eh? And I got a few just things I've noticed over time. You'd be surprised. But we'll talk about them in I'll message you and we can chat about stuff.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
My mom actually hooked me up with some cool stuff for giveaways too, so I'll take some pictures of the stuff I'm sending you in the next. Give me till Saturday. And I'll take some pictures and then I'm just gonna shove it in the box and fucking mail it off this weekend or by
The safe
next
zone is
week.
collapsing.
We'll talk about that in messages, not on here. I have a fucking enemy shooting at me back here. I'm gonna go smoke him. You wanna shoot me while I'm driving my Hummer? Or you're gonna get smoked, bud. There'll be somebody right around here. Hold on, you son of a bitch.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Enemy is near. I need backup. aid kit now.
I hope he doesn't have teammates on the other side of this hill.
Enemy is near.
Holy fuck, the whole team went.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute. Your teammate has been killed.
What an
Get the
asshole.
dog tags and help them return to the
I'm
battle.
right here, I could have totally saved him. Now where's this goober I've been tracking for a couple miles here? He keeps eluding me. Is he running this way to his buddies? I don't want to run. I'm going to run this way. There's no way that goes over there. You son of a bitch. So he's somewhere.
Enemy spotted.
There you are. I saw you little fucking BDR. You son of a bitch.
Reloading. Cover me.
Ship terminal is almost ready.
Full squad. 60 rounds. I'm not doing nothing with that. I gotta get the fuck out of here. How to find a weapon and get rid of my, this game went fast.
The safe zone is
I
collapsing.
have to use my
Airdrop has been delivered. The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Asshole. I have to use my enemies as an advantage here. There's one son of a bitch there I saw. I gotta get out of here though. I don't like this ground I'm on. Oh, what's the final circle look like? Very bad. If I make it across, I may win this game. But if I don't make it across, see, because where they are about here. I'm going to cross up here and then make my way center and hope I can do it. I have to beat this blue zone to get across this water. And then find something center of the map. See, there's going to be a good 3 or 4. Well, there's going to be a minimum. It could be me versus a full squad of 4 right now. I could have to take on a full squad of 4 to win this son of a bitch. I'm not a oh, fuck off. They dropped the box on the other side, right where I was. Fuck. Fuck. This is such a trap. I think the enemy would have crossed, and if they didn't, I'm fucked.
The last revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
See, that pisses me off. What a shit show. There you go.
Getting close.
Never, it's fucking bait. I'm going to tell you what they did there. They used that as bait. Fucking game baited me. I don't care if you guys believe this or not. There are people who play this game that work for the company that, you know, they get paid to be the best in the world. I think these fucks are like manipulating the game to have some happen. It's just too fucked up. That plane dropped, and normally that plane, when it drops, the green icon hits the fucking map before the thing hits the ground. I would have waited, 50 feet to the left or right. See the other side of the map? I would have been up in those fucking trees. I would have smoked the 2 guys that were hiding behind the box. I would have smoked them. And this team wouldn't have won. Oh well, 4th place by myself in a squad of 4 that my squad blew and was dead before we even got here. That's not too bad. Hey, I'm making the top 5. I said I'd make the top 10 3 times in a row. I'm going to get a 2nd or a 3rd, and we got a 4th. So 1 more in a row. Back to back to back, baby. You need to see this fucking score go up, up, and up on the way. Here we go. This one's for Dusty. He's not a fan of the BM. You know, the BM, we're just trying to pull out a pheno of the BM that we like, right? We're not trying to pull out, the entire thing. We don't need a new variety that's the best in the world. We need tastes, bud girth. We need resinous content. That's what we're trying to pull out of the BM. And then we go back and then breed in the THCs, okay? So, and trust me, we're going to get to this all in my Patreon videos. I'm coming to you this fall. You're going to have to be a Patreon for a while to get the in-depth stuff, and it's going to be the doozy. Dusty's not. Dusty, don't ever become a Patreon. You're just a boss. Dusty's done more for the channel than most. Long Balls Larry, done more for the channel than most. Can't thank those two enough. And yes, there are others, but if we're to talk about the top couple people that put a lot into the channel, it's those two. So thank you very much. Oh, and the other thing was, as I was playing on my damage screen, I'm supposed to flip my phone and play this way. To be honest, though, it wasn't as bad. I hucked it in the garbage, yeah. Nice. Who's this? Oh, this is Ulysses. He's in the house. One more. Let's go. See what this says here. Jump leader. You must bring honor to our people. Jump leader. Let's go scout. Let's start scouting the bad guys and let's just own them as they come around. I'll track their footprints. I should just shut down the room. I should just shut the room down and out it all. And oh shit, buddy, what? And out it all and do it all outdoor. I put too much work to get fucked when the power goes out. Oh, buddy, don't feel bad. Oh, homie. Okay, so there's things you can do to, if you are worried about your power going out, there are things you can actually, sensors you can put in your room to tell you when your room is shut off. One of the best things that I've come across is simply the temperature gauge. The two-piece sensor. One sensor sits in my house. The other sensor would sit in your shed.
Welcome to Battle Royale.
In your
The
grill.
match is about to start.
And what happens is when your room gets too hot, you see because your temperature goes up. If your room gets cold, you see because your temperature goes down. So then all you have to do, unfortunately while you sleep you can't do anything about it, but you can monitor your room through diagnostics on a watch. You can get stuff to measure the temperature in your room and then check it online in an app. Very cheap and affordable programs. I am not a tech I hate technology. I love technology, but I don't want to use technology unless we're talking about the best light. I'll flip a switch and turn a light on and let it beam down. But I don't want to sit there and have to babysit tech. I understand where you're coming from with the room and stuff, so it is very important that you acknowledge your room is finicky for whatever reason, and you stay on top of that finicky nature until things start swinging in a different way for you, or you do bop everything outdoors, And all you have to do is just write the government of Canada and say you want to adjust your license. And when you send in a piece of paper to them, they will send you out a grow paper that allows you to grow outdoors for the season. I'd love to see your outdoors, man. You live in such an area where outdoors would be just unreal. You got the elevation. You got that extra UV coming from the elevation. You got warm weather than me 97% of the time. You have a longer season than I do because you're west. Like, you got a win-win where you're from, buddy, in Alberta. Like, you got to try outdoors for sure next year, if not still this year. Indicas must love you, man. Even sativas must love you, man, because you're warmer. You're a little moist too, so the sativas might actually thrive. I hope I don't get taken out.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Still got plenty of time in the season too. All I need is 20, 25 clones. Chuck them outdoors and you're good to go for the year, bro.
Chip terminal is almost ready. The safe zone is collapsing. Airdrop has been delivered.
Engaging the enemy. Reloading. Cover me. Enemy eliminated.
Left. We're trying to flank him to take this hard part. Behind me now. I gotta hurry.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Changing mag.
We gotta go. Oh, they jumped out of their chopper. I forced them to jump. Oh shit, there's another chopper. Please don't see my.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Shit, fuck that doesn't get me third place. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to we made points, but just a few. That was a good round. My team fucking blew, bud. Oh, we went minus 16. That's not very good. So 16 from the last team. Okay, Ulysses, let's go, homie. So the thing that I am best at is communication in this game. Seriously, that's why I use the enemy is near, you know, or whatever. Like there's 3 or 4 things I'm good at, like that involve communication. Imagine if I had my microphone like I did. If you go watch the first couple, like I guess it's the first 30 or 40 games I played on here, it was hard to find people that, you know, talked for whatever reason. I mean, you're using a cell phone. How did you not have a microphone? That's what I still don't get about this. Or maybe they couldn't understand me. Maybe they spoke a different dialect. I guess was the last thing that I concluded. But still. I think I'm going to go mechanic. I'm going to apply to be jump leader and we're going to crush things. Overgrown, as usual. Back in the day. Get on the chop now.
Changing mag.
Want some fresh water? Real good here, okay? Give it a real good scrubbing and a washing. And we wash.
First blood.
Make sure you wash your pets' food and water dishes. I'm gonna actually change out their food dish. It is time for a change. I should have quickly washed it before I fed him, but I'm a goof. I'll do it for his second or third lunch today, whatever he's on. I think this is his second lunch. So he gets one more lunch before 5 p.m. and then he gets a supper right at 6 p.m. and he gets another one at 9, 12, 3, and 4. So he's 60. Let's see if this guy stays on the chopper. I hit 2 things but barely took off the ground. He stays. He's coming with. No, he got the fuck out of there. He's like, whoa, dude. Yeah, my cat eats more than both of us put together. I don't know why. He's huge. My bulk weight of Jaguar and a tiger combined multiplied by 10.
Gather around!
Add 2, carry the 1, and then round up. Take the square root of, times it by that, power to the third, and that's what my cat eats. That's the mathematical equation.
Let's go!
That's how you figure out how much cats eat. Well, my cat. Bobby doesn't even eat an earthworm every 6 days. Holy shit. Bobby's fat. He's not fat like who cares about being fat, but Bobby it doesn't look like kids. And that's just science talking. You know, I'm like, whoa, dude. Look way different than kids.
The revived flight will arrive in 1
Bobby's,
minute.
I think Bobby's 10% cuter. But... Oh, I'm kidding. Tiggs is fucking cutie. But, you know what I'm saying, right? Wink, wink. Obs. A cat that looks like a chubby panda. Like a little baby panda, full grown, but yet, you know, he just looks like a bit, just like something's off. Holy fuck, does he melt my heart. Like, he melts my heart. Like that song. Melt my heart. There's
Your terminal
something.
is almost ready.
Oh, you son of a bitch, something's shooting at me. There's a good tune and it goes something like,
Reloaded.
fuck, I'm bad with tunes, you know? But the song goes like...
The safe zone is collapsing.
Where is he? Fuck, I'm playing in the dark.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Oh, he was right beside me, like right in between my legs beside me. He was shooting me in between my legs. Through underneath my legs. He slid and was shooting at me. He never hit me though. I have not a fucking clue what orange is doing. Hey, how did this guy know where there was a drop gonna be? What was that for padding? Eat your dicks. Like eat your hearts out. Okay, it sounded really bad. That's why comedy is very hard.
We can't stay on this chopper.
Except for right there. What is Sam doing there? Green threw a monkey ball at me, which is lethal at 27%. Blow up the chop, man. The chop man would take me out.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Sam, you book?
Adrenaline shot now.
Wake up. Sammy! Green, you want to get in? It's the last chance I'm going to be nice here. Please, God, get in. Playing with a bunch of assholes again. Purple's running to me. We're running to give each other big hugs or something. We're trying to sneak up with a smoking, fiery helicopter. I wonder if Green's gonna get pissed. Oh, I don't even hear something.
Zombies, incoming!
What the fuck? No, Choppy.
Enemy is near!
Please, Choppy. No, Choppy, run! I'm so sorry, Choppy. Fuck you guys.
Using adrenaline shot now. Enemy vehicle is nearly done for.
Wait a second. You switched out a good gun for not so like empty one? I feel like I'm doing empty.
Changing mag.
Airdrop has been delivered.
The airdrop is coming.
Whew.
Engaging the enemy. Using adrenaline shot now.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
I'm down.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tag to help them return to the battle.
Please go here to pick up my dog tags. Zombies incoming!
Get the dog tag. Half of the teams are eliminated. Dog tags have been scanned successfully. Your teammate will return to the battle.
They shouldn't have him talking. He should not be allowed to talk about revived flights while I'm fucking in the middle of a huge fucking shootout here. couldn't find the trigger again.
Get the dog tags.
I think I'm in big trouble this way, but I'm going. I'm turning
Dog
around.
tags have been scanned successfully. Your team
Use
needs
an
to return
adrenaline
to the
shot
battle
now.
when the next revive flight arrives.
Land, you son of a bitch. Tiggs, don't do that. You're not caught in a bear trap, and I just fed you and gave you fresh water, and I petted you lots today. No way you make sounds like that. Like you're trapped in a cage. Fighting for your life or something. Windows are open, you freak. Quiet. Go meow down somewhere else. Not in an open window either.
Your teammate is on the revive flight.
Fucking
No return to the battle.
and what a piece of shit weapon I was using, eh? It's okay. No, you guys, don't try and run from me. Most of you suck. Okay, but you're probably dead too. There's two of them. Heal yourself and run. Say
Using
well done.
bandages now. Well
Thank you.
done.
Don't bother trying to get me. You need to move, man. You were getting shot the whole time, Grados.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags.
Go, go, go!
For fuck's sakes, you just
Shot
got
now.
pistoled?
I'm down.
That is pathetic. Somebody airdropped off a revival flight and smoked you. Like the zombies were gonna take out the guy that was attacking you just to let you know. Look, the zombies are about to that's what you're saying. You're like, yikes, I got taken out by such a man. I have never in my life seen somebody stand there while I was suffering. Just great.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them
Let's
return
see
to
what
the
this
battle.
guy's doing. Oh, for fuck's sake, Sim. This one just blows.
Your terminal is
This
almost
one.
ready.
Did I save this one or something? I can't remember what was up with this one. Like, I know the orange guy was just standing still, but like, what could they possibly be doing right now? A, taking a shit. B, staring at a big shit they took recently.
The safe zone
Or
is
they were
collapsing.
dumbfounded by
Airdrop has been delivered. The revive flight will arrive in 1 minute. Down to the last 5 teams.
Or we made the top 10 if this guy can just live for a little bit. The zone's encroaching that usually... There, come on, 12, 43, come on, 10, 11, 9, 10, get to 9 or 10, come on. 12 people left, oh, he's going to be 11th. We might be top 4 or 5.
Your teammate has been killed.
11, top 4. Top 4, yes. So there, we finished within the top 5 3 times, and the one before this was a total flop. I'll play one more, all right? I'll play one more and prove again that this wasn't however you say it. But man, my team blew. I should try a solo match. I'll play solo. Oh, I was parched. There you go, 651, 53. Okie dokie. Here we go. Let's do this. And that guy got MVP. Wonder what happened to that guy. Now I'm even more concerned if he's like, is he just having a huge cramp? Like a good 15 to 24 minute cramp. Must be a good one. He's probably just having a really good cramp and he put the phone down. It was that good? Bro, we could have got first for sure if that guy would have just laid off the toilet paper rolling boxing glove match for a second.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start. Time for the mission. Get ready.
Oh shit, this is solo. It's like super dirty. I should have flown. There's two more guys right in this close vicinity and they just heard that. That's shit for weapons. Where would be a good place to go start collecting? Should we try overboard? I didn't see the path of the plane either. That sucks. Wow, if we're trying to do really good in this game, I did nothing to do any sort of survival. No shit. this type of game, do I feel comfortable giving up? Oh. I have to. It's a map right now.
Shields just ready for upgrade.
Did I not pick it up? Yeah. That'll discourage them from logging and checking. There's 3 others there, we just can't see them. Oh, guy in this room. Let's double check with the footsteps. I need body armor. There is a dude here. Yeah. Way too scoped in. Where are you? Where are you? There gotta be something else here, though.
Half of the players are eliminated. Airdrop has been delivered.
You're next on the show, buddy. Where is he? It's lunch and breakfast. That son of a bitch did not miss. Are you fucking running out of ammo?
Chip terminal is almost ready.
I'll give it to that. I'm using a piece of shit gun right now, but I'm about to change that. As long as I get shot or sniped in the next 6 seconds, I'll be good. 5, 4. I got boxes over there and to the left of me and right of me. I gotta get off the charger. I gotta.
The safe zone is collapsing.
I want to get into it here. We're almost in the top 20 now. Well, basically top 20, but I don't want top 20. I probably should switch over to sniper. It's quite going to be a shit show in a minute. Fucking rights. Somebody got in that truck and moved. How come I do not see a exotic box? Show on you, bud.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
He's a dick, bud. Don't ever sneak up on a hash man. What are you thinking? I gotta find some level 3 body armor.
The safe is collapsing. Airdrop has been delivered.
I don't think I've had level 3 body armor for 4 games. And these guys can't live without it. They gotta go searching for it every round. I should try playing like that. I know I have before, like maybe the first 40 games I played when I got first a bunch of times. I used to be all cheap and not like go anywhere without 6 adrenalines, full level 3 body armor, and 999 rounds and 2 fully loaded perfect weapons. But now I'm like, fuck, I'll smoke you with the revolver, bud. I can't get up to my chopper? What the fuck's really going on? I want my chopper so bad. Can't even see where that mystery box is without it. You would think it's like right here. I'm I'm getting sniped. That dude's for sure sniping. I'm getting hit, aren't I? Where's Pajama? There he is up there on this one. If he shoots me through the wall once, I'm toast. He didn't plug out though. Let's see if I can smoke this guy. Let's go, bud. Do you see me? Because now
Down to the last 5 players.
you don't.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Shit, something feels all boxy and squared off with that weapon. I gotta switch. Fuck, this one kind of
The
does
safe
too.
zone is collapsing.
No, this is all wrong. Come on, you bro. We're going to steal. Oh, you son of a bitch! Ow! You one of those invisible fuckers and I couldn't see you? Yes. I got this, come on. Whew, get your bearings, crouch down, and smoke these sad fucks. No way, I had him. Is that second place?
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Seconds later, right? Boys ran down and he like just has smoked the shit out of that dude. He had level 3 body armor, I'm guessing. I have to rewind to see. That sucks so bad. So I had the AK-117 and I had the scope on, and I said to him
The
something
safe
didn't
zone
feel
is
right.
collapsing.
So now I know what the thing is I'm missing. So now that I know what's missing, I think I'm invincible. Let's play again. But first let's watch. No way, this dolt that got me wins? I don't believe it.
Only 2 players
Yes, the dolt that got me did not win, but it was just by a hair. Nice weapon on the guy that won. Very nice. I used what I'm thinking. So, bingo. That's what I'm thinking. No big 1.5 times when you're doing a close-up. Use a red dot. Use a holographic. But I don't travel around and sit there and look through, 40 buckets to find a red dot or a holographic. I probably strolled over 6 of them and didn't pick them up at the boxes. Ooh, XP plus 32. We are better than 93.4% of the players in ranked. 6.6 people in the world better than me. Which I don't understand how that is if I got 3rd. But I guess there's other people playing in other 100-person games. I don't get it really. We crushed a few players' rankings there. We took out 5 and there's no chance that we're all legendary. So when you play in this level, like that's how it looks. So I'm playing ranked with only legendary stats players. So the best in the world at Call of Duty. I think there's 200 million people playing this game. Could be more. I don't know. It might be 300 million now. I'm kind of guessing because it was 150 like 6 months ago, so it must be double that. So a third of a billion people, and then I'm still not better than 6.6% of them. Seems really high number still. And I highly fucking doubt that I'm not at the top at least, 0.3% of the best in the world. But I am curious how good I am, and then I want to see who ranks up against me. It'd be nice to know, not your name. I don't give a fuck. I'd like to know the world, the country you live in, and the age of the player that beat me. I don't care who didn't beat me. I want to see the three. Like if I came in third, I want to see the other two players' age and location. I don't care what their name is and anything. But that has statistical data for me about so many concepts, especially war. Like,
Time for the mission. Get ready.
but I'm wondering what countries have the highest per capita best players in the world. I wonder what countries rank the highest. I would think Canada ranks pretty good. I'm sure some people were expecting that. I say the States for sure, China and Japan, North Korea, South Korea, and all other countries. There's going to be a wicked player from Brazil, 500 from Brazil. There's a lot of people in Brazil, 200 million people I just found out recently, or roughly 200 million. That's what they said. We don't know.
First blood.
Probably wrong, but I just don't see it. We must be that big. It seems like there's only a few people. Really, it does. Even when, you see people in lineups and stuff. Like, if we had, I don't know, I just seen what 30,000 people lined up. That looks like a lot. I've been to a few, I went to the Grey Cup, I don't remember how many people there. And I've been to other things too, soccer, some kind of soccer event, women's soccer, the World Soccer came to Winnipeg. And there was a lot of people. I don't remember the exact number. It was 16, 20,000. It's a great showing. Could have been more, in my opinion, but I don't think people. I actually enjoy I don't know. It's neat. Women, because I'm not a woman, so watching women play soccer is very cool to me. Same with volleyball. And tennis, I do enjoy women's tennis extremely. Less and less now. I don't even watch men's tennis and enjoy it really anymore. It's a nice sport. I'm not taking away. It's just not worth watching in my opinion. I love to play it. Soccer, same thing. I don't watch soccer on TV. I never like soccer watching on TV, except maybe the final, Brazil versus England or whoever. Two countries, hopefully showing good sportsmanship for younger generations. Really sticking to the game, and then help the other player up. Meanwhile, just play a good, clean game and get out of there. I've been in so many dirty games of soccer or anything. You name a sport, basketball, football. It's not fun, and it's actually no good. So teaching sportsmanship is important. Most people don't play enough sports to ever really feel that vibe, but it is there. I've seen it in baseball a lot too. Actually, it's nice to see in baseball. It's one of the only things I really like about. I'll play baseball. I love all the dynamics, hitting a ball, catching a ball, throwing a ball, running, put them all together and call it baseball. Nah. It's so much sitting, so much sitting. You can't call it a sport if you sit, 60% of the time. Like, I'm used to playing
Chip terminal
soccer,
is almost
front
ready.
and center, take the kick off, throw farts on the other team before the first, crop dust the whole team before 5 minutes into the game. That's a sport. Badminton, crop dust your mixed doubles partner, probably not a good idea.
The safe zone is collapsing.
I don't know if I ever did probably. I didn't really call my father. Yeah, that's how it is, I guess. I think the best would be if you were a vegan and you played water polo. I've been fucking thinking about this for a minute now. Literally, like the last, 35, 45 seconds, I was like, what sport would be kind of embarrassing? Water polo. Or is it women's water gymnastics or something? It doesn't have water gymnastics. I don't think it's only for women. Should it be though? I think it should be. I think it is only for women. I think there's a rule, women only, please. Men wearing sweater vests, we ask you to only get in the pool with no clothes on, including your fucking sweater vest, dude. Wax it, bud. And yeah. I prefer a good game of badminton, volleyball. I love basketball. I'm not very good at all. I think of all the sports that I've said today, I think I'm the worst at basketball. Baseball I'm good at. I just have to be in the rhythm. My timing has to be there. I used to be able to belt balls. So I played baseball a couple times with my chick and I struck out. I know I did get on base and I fucking was running, slid, and I think I stole it home. And I think the guy said I was out. I don't remember, but it was fucking awesome. I stole 2 bases. People were freaking out. They're like, "Holy fuck, this dude kept running! He's running!" I wasn't like anything fancy, but I was giving her. I stole 2 bases. I didn't see anyone steal 2 bases except, one dude one time, and the whole team lost it. So I was like, yeah, definitely played a lot of baseball and stolen fucking every base. Get on first, second, third, and home, all in a fucking good run.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Missed throw at home or something, but I don't know what happened. I kind of like let them tag me. It was weird. They stood in front of the baseline. You're supposed to be out. Fuck it, who cares? I'm not fucking this for fun. Give a fuck anyway. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I do love making plays and stuff. And I used to love pitching. I have a wicked arm, but I can't steal the thunder. The team I tried to, played on a couple times for fun. Wanted me to play a little more, and I was like, you know what? No. They were always missing a player. I'm like, nah. It had nothing to. I love the players on the team were fun, but I was just like, nah. Fucking not really into it, like. I don't know. The couple times I played, I had a lot of fun, but still, it's just certain things. I mean, it doesn't matter. I noticed things. I was like, it's a little too easy sometimes. I'm like, this is baseball, right? There's to bet on this game. But yeah. I played on teams that were so good, they made me look better and I played better because of my players, right? I had people I would teach them how to play, teach them how to kick the ball. The 3 times we had the ball in the other team's end, I'd be like, yo, pass it over here, the fucking whole net's open, anybody? And fuck no, he kicks it, and he kicks it like out of bounds, off the ref, fucking like, I'm like, holy shit. Meanwhile, I could fucking meteorite a ball through a fucking high school gymnasium wall. But no, don't give Hashi the ball. Fucking in the few times I had the ball, I don't know. I played. Let's just say I crushed them in practice. Like the whole team couldn't get the ball off me, and we'd play. Kick the ball, practice shots on the goalie. And fuck, I remember like just about taking the goalie's head off, and I was only half in it. And I really liked the goalie. He was one of the nicest, coolest players on the team. And I was like, holy shit. And he's like, no, that's okay. And everyone else was like, holy fuck, lighten up. And I was like, dude, I honestly barely fucking fired that ball, but whatever. Indoor soccer is dangerous as fuck. The ball, like, my chick broke her finger off, basically, like, snapped her finger off her hand. I've never seen anything like this before. I heard of this one time. A guy told me this happened to him in football. He caught the football and the ball jammed back on his finger and totally, like, mashed it. It was like a real big, like a leather football, and it was a long bomb spiral. Heavy-ass real football. The guy was like, I was a teenager when this happened, and I wasn't as tough, right, or whatever, like he wasn't a full-grown adult, and he was telling me to watch how I catch the ball, because I'll blow out my fingers, and I'd stub my fingers in and like sprain them good for a week, couldn't my hand would be throbbing, Fred Flintstone, for a week when I was 10, 11, 12, and I couldn't throw it very good, like a perfect spiral, but I could chuck it, like I can throw better than most people. But there's a lot. If you're in Olympics, you can throw better than me. I can chuck a ball further than you.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
How much baseball you play? I can fucking throw farther than you. But yeah, there's a few things that I didn't like about playing soccer when I was with certain, because my team is all
The safe zone is collapsing.
other teams kind of walk on me. And I was like one of the only people that was like, I don't want to fight anyone on a team. I just want to play soccer. But there is like you have to toughen up sometimes and push back a little bit when they're being, especially when they're being super pushy. And my fucking team was like falling over and like laying on the ground holding their knee and shit. And I was like, oh my god, like get up, don't show weakness, but and so I don't know. I just, it discouraged me from ever playing soccer again. I had some of the worst games of my life that I'm stuck with forever in my memory. Like the only game that I have that's one of my favorites, my all-time, the first time I played soccer, or not the first time, one of the first years I played soccer, yeah, when I was a kid, and I got a hat trick. And I scored 3 goals and fucking went running down the field yelling, fucking A! I mean, even after the first goal, I was like, woo! Holy fuck, I did it! Woo! Woo! Fuck yeah! Hey, just a quick couple, and then fucking everyone's like, hey, chill, it's just 1 goal. So whatever, 1-0, right? And fucking come back, they score, I wouldn't remember the fucking game. It was 3 or 6, 8. And I wasn't 3. It was actually a game of soccer. It wasn't like a bunch of people running after a soccer ball. We were actually, sports used to be different than they are now. I think people stopped playing sports with their kids, and like fuck, there's only like 1 every 400 kids is a pro in anything at all. Most kids don't even have a sport. It's very sad. When I was a kid, if you weren't good at all the sports, you were a fucking pussy. That's just how it was. You had to be good at every. He was like, what do you mean you don't even, can you even high jump, bud? And I was like, fuck, I can fucking high jump. So I go try high jumping, and I'm decent. I was better at hurdles, and then after a while, me and turns out to be one of my best friends, fucking in life, fucking, we're like the high jump experts through elementary school, middle school, and we always were the last 2 in gym class, and the whole class would just we'd sit around, or they would sit around on the sides, and we would keep raising the bar, the 1 to 3 inches or whatever, and the high jump and the 30-minute run and 40 push-ups. Me and him and a couple other people completed all the time very fast. Everybody else fucking slow. Most didn't even complete it. Most would walk, and we'd be just fucking 48 laps past, Rose and Tabitha and Jerry and Rick and Morty, you know, just blowing by bunches of people. But, you know, you really, in every sport that we signed up for, we were the best on our teams. He was wicked at hockey. I didn't play hockey. I was by far better soccer player than him, badminton player. Volleyball, we were both the same. Basketball, both the same. And football, I don't know. I'm amazing catcher, so I was like a wicked I can fire a ball, so I was an amazing quarterback. He was good too, but I would say I'm better football player. All around, fuck yeah. But he has an arm. Like this guy's tough, strong as fuck, same size as me, you know, more muscular. He looks fitter than I am, but I could definitely throw him through a wall. um but he's strong too. Like I mean, most people like he took down a big dude when I was like 20 that I couldn't fucking believe he took him to the ground. And he actually was one of the first to show me that, you know, people our size, you know, 5'9", 5'10", can be incredibly powerful in anything they do and excel, you know, far past because we always played up, especially in hockey, badminton, volleyball. We played up in our leagues, and he played with people 3 and 4 years older than him, and I did as well once or twice. So like for 9 and 10, I played 11 and 12 up. So 3 years, sometimes four, you know, depending if they failed, which sucked because if some people failed, fuck, you have like an extra year of growth, which at that stage is just phenomenal, right? So I never failed, so my size was my size, right? Fuck, there's lots of dumb people in the 90s, so especially if you're a bigger kind of oafy guy, there's a decent chance you might have failed a grade. They used to be really strict on failing. Now you don't get failed. So I noticed in the city they don't fucking hardly fail anyone. Every time we like, so can't really say too much, but let's just say that I noticed a lot of people in Winnipeg getting freebies compared to other parts of the province. Like freebies. Like no chance you would have graduated if you went to school in some places that I'd name. And like these people are not fucking educated. The schools have a lot of work to do with curriculum and what they teach in a day. Centering in on math and linguistics, English, current affairs, current events, and phys ed would be what I would do with children. Skipping a lot of it. Social studies you can tie in with current events. That's why I kind of went that way. Social studies, teaching about a fucking map and a place and this and that. Teach the country or the continent, sorry. Teach about the continent. Keep it more simple and rounded until you get into, you know, grade 11 and 12, university, college, and, you know, secondary schooling, because nobody keeps that shit that young. And if you do, who gives a fuck? Like, you're not learning any extra because you learned that when you were 10. You know where all 252 countries are, and you know the capital of each is the dumbest shit you could learn. That does you nothing in life. But if you were to learn about the continent, maybe some of the nature and the agriculture sector of that continent, it'd be better, you know? So you would actually learn something. So what I liked about school and social studies was learning about animals. Like we would do, I don't know what they're fucking called. Like we would do a research project. We'd do a project on lynxes, you know? Fucking monkeys. How a potato could power a light bulb in science, right? So that's an interesting thing. Now, if we're talking about like dissecting a frog, I never did that. I guess they stopped doing it when I was in grade 11 and 12. We didn't do that. I might have skipped that class. I don't remember dissecting a frog. I definitely did not dissect a frog. But I remember people saying they did. Only a couple, one or two, and I can't remember if maybe it was older people than me, not my own age. I would definitely say it was at least 2 or 3 years older than me. I remember a girl talking about it, but she wasn't my age. Super vague though. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you can go try and Google something that's about nature and then go look outside and see if it's true. That's what I do. I try and find facts through, find a cool fact somebody's posted online and then see if you can not prove it right, but prove it true. See if it works for you. So, peace. Have a good one. Stay lit, stay safe.